Today we are looking at digital press printing. So what is digital press printing? It is the process of digital-based image being printed directly onto a variety of media. Types of digital press printers include inkjet, xerography, direct thermal, and thermal ink transfer. Digital press printing uses CMYK inks and toner. So when should digital printing be used? Digital press printing should be used for small jobs to retain its cost-effective and fast turnaround properties. If printing a highly personalised document such as wedding invitations or address envelopes, digital press printing is your best option as it can be easily changed and each page can be different. Specialty items can also be printed using digital press printing. These can include white inks on coloured stock, transparent stock, and metallic inks. You can even print on interesting surfaces such as plastic, canvas, and timber. So what are the differences between digital and offset printing? Digital printing does not use metal printing plates. Instead, it prints jobs directly onto media. It tends to be considerably faster and a lot cheaper for smaller jobs as metal plates do not need to be made. It is generally more accurate as there is a significant reduction in human error, and the quality in today's day and age is pretty much on par with digital offset printing. The pros of digital press printing are its speed. Jobs can be printed considerably faster than offset printing. It is cheaper to print small runs due to the metal plate stage being completely removed from the process, and the quality remains significantly on par with offset printing. There is more flexibility because changes can be easily made from the computer. The cons, however, are larger print runs can be quite costly, so offset printing would be cheaper here. Also, there can be problems with colour matching on different coloured stock, as ink colours can change when printed on different coloured surfaces. So how does it work? Digital press printing uses what's called DPI, or dots per inch. Basically, the image and text is made up of tiny dots. The more dots, the higher quality the print. There are several different types of digital press printers. Inkjet printing uses drops of ink from print nozzles which are fired at the paper. Xerography is an electrostatically charge-based technique for photocopying and printing. It is commonly used in laser printers, photocopiers, and fax machines to reproduce and print images, data, and office documents for various purposes. Direct thermal printing requires a heat-sensitive label material. The printhead elements come into direct contact with the heat-sensitive material where the heat from the elements causes a colour change in the material to create the printed image. You can see this on your receipt documents when you go shopping. Thermal ink transfer involves the thermal printhead elements heating the backside of a thermal transfer ribbon to melt and transfer the compounds onto the front side of the ribbon material, thus creating the printed image. Of the two, direct thermal printing is more eco-friendly as it eliminates the use of thermal ribbons and therefore eliminates the waste created through its use. There are, of course, a few downsides to the digital printing option. In direct sunlight, all inks will eventually fade, but digital inks tend to fade faster than others. Large volumes are more expensive with a digital printer. Digital printers can have high upkeep costs compared to other printers. Although there are no setup fees, which generally reduces labour costs associated with the job, the cost to keep the printer updated and fully operational definitely adds to the company's overheads. Typical applications of digital press printing include, but are not limited to, business cards, flyers, brochures, posters, signs, banners, wedding invitations, and variable data printing services such as letterheads and office documentation. Large format items such as banners, signs, menu boards, and posters are great for digital press. Most often, big colour projects are printed on a variety of mediums such as vinyl or a heavy gouge paper and can be laminated and mounted on foam board. The local printer I chose to focus on is Colourfast. Offering the best in graphic design, print and copy, signage and display, and same-day services, Colourfast in Salamander Bay, Port Stephens is a trusted expert in all things creative, print, and digital media. Colourfast uses the Xerox C75 digital press printer, printing up to 75 pages per minute with a maximum paper capacity of 5,900 sheets. It boasts a contemporary digital front end and integrated scanner with a high-capacity 2000 sheet feeder. It offers creative finishing options such as finishing and folding, trimming, hole punching, stapling and stacking. It gives big power production with a small footprint. Environment is a huge concern for Colourfast, which is why they choose and recommend their new range of eco-environmentally friendly and recycled stock. Their impressive Xerox printer also use innovative environmentally inks and toners. Xerox solid ink toners, for example, have 30% renewable content and minimal packaging, while the EA Eco Toner has an ultra-low melt point to reduce energy consumption. Its small particle size means 40% less toner is used per printed page. Colourfast requires press-ready PDF documents that have at least 5mm bleed with all layers extending out to the bleed line. They require printer, crop and trim marks to be turned on, or alternatively you can supply a packaged Adobe file. When ordering business cards, Colourfast has a minimum 500 business card run on a range of matte, gloss and recycled stocks with a variety of finishes including spot UV and foil. Colourfast can print sizes A5, A4, A3, A2, A1 and A0 along with custom sizes on a variety of rigid boards and paper stock. It is always a great idea to be clear about your expectations as a customer. Talk to your printer about what you want to achieve out of your print job. And be specific. Let your printer know your time requirements and how you hope the job to turn out. They will generally supply you with options in terms of stock weight, paper specifications, colour limitations and file requirements. Digital press printing is and will remain a fantastic option for printing your project. It is always great to have a look at the different options of printing, but in the cases of small print runs and personalised jobs, digital press printing is probably your best option.